that
But
way.
basically what other agents are going to be able to do is, they can just go on the App Store, download the platform, and then they can customize it to, be more branded towards their brand and their team. So it doesn't have to look like the, Dawn McKenna Group, how our marketing and everything looks. They can customize it to, their own team and go about it that way.
So the Dawn McKenna Group is famous for providing this beautiful experience for your clients. And you create this amazing marketing strategy for every property. So you are very consistent. Let's talk about the technology that you are using in your marketing strategy. Like, I'm with Matterport. So are you using Matterport? Are you using videos? You just mentioned that drone is very popular because you want to create the story about the property. So you probably start with the drone. Are you doing the walkthrough videos?
Yeah, I think we touch a little bit on everything. So yes, we do Matterports. We have done 3D renderings. If there is a property that it's very unique and we want to kind of showcase it two different ways, and we'll have our team almost put together renderings of, the room could potentially look like this. And then we'll do the videos, the drone videos. A big one right now is TikTok. So we'll come through and kind of have more of that personal touch to it, make it more fun versus, kind of the stiff videos that you've seen, I don't know, years ago. So I would say from a marketing standpoint, we really do touch on every platform that you could think of. But the biggest thing is really just getting it out into as many markets as you can and as many eyeballs as you can. But that goes back to our marketing team too, and why Dawn has invested so much into it, because she knows marketing and content, it's evolving on a daily basis. So you need to have a team that's equipped and ready to evolve with kind of staying ahead of the game and the competition. Yeah.
So the foundation of your group, I would say, is really the positive experience. So that's the foundation. It's the quality, the experience, the
marketing,
the
brand,
the good service, the brand, and the brand is very strong. So
yes. And another thing I love too that our marketing team does, and we really stress, is we have 2 photographers that will take photos for every listing. So yes, we have the wide angle lens photographer who can, make sure you can see every part of the space. But we also have an editorial photographer who comes in, and they usually shoot with the lights off, and they really just get detail shots. And those are photos that look like they're from a magazine. So as you'll see, I feel like our marketing's pretty consistent. Usually someone can, we have clients say all the time, we can look through, properties on the internet and know which ones are Dawn McKenna Group properties because of the photos. So,
and most of the time they say, the seller, when they see their own photos, they say, oh, I want to actually go buy that house when we're trying to sell their place. So that's always good to hear that back from them.
Yeah. And another thing too, we also stress is staging. Again, we always say the first showing is online. So we always want to make sure our photos are we really stress photos. So, sometimes it's a hard conversation to have, but we do try and stage properties that need it. We have an amazing stager that really only works for us. And just the average market time after a property is staged is really low. And, we see results with that. And so, we do want to stage properties when we need to, and usually they sell pretty quickly.
No, I totally agree with you. Staging is very important. Actually, I have my talk show, and I had several stagers on my talk show talking about how the return on investment is incredible.
Right.
And we actually interviewed one of the stager in Connecticut where the seller invested $30,000 in staging the property, and it was sold for close to $100,000 more. However, it's not even that, because the house was close to $5 million. It's not that, it's how fast it was sold.
Right. Exactly. And the faster a property sells, usually the closer it is to list price. So we do, if it needs to be staged, we definitely want to have that conversation. I know it's, not always the easiest for the sellers, but it's worth it.
And you are consistent throughout all the markets. So you have the stager, you have the special photography, you have the story with the drone.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter what price point we're working with, whether it's $100,000 or $100 million, which okay, but you're still getting the same experience. So I think that's a big thing too that kind of sets us apart is, sometimes we get the question, do you even kind of take a listing that is at this price point? And yes, we handle everything, and it doesn't matter where you fall in that category, you're still going to get the same exact Dawn McKenna Group experience per listing.